4 girls, 4 different colors, 4 different shapes, and 4 different sizes. But one thing they have in common.
We've always both been larger than the average girl that we'd be around, because most of our friends are size 8 and we were like growing up size 14, size 16, you know, just moving there.
For many women in the African society, being curvier than most is considered attractive. But for these girls, the weight has been a source of pain. Many have found themselves the subject of ridicule, insults, and outright bullying. Each has a different story to tell.
I don't remember myself ever being small, like never.
I'd gone to meet up with him. It was Valentine's Day, and we were supposed to have a good day. It's like, okay, fine, I'll just tell you, I don't like how fat you've become.
Even though the problem is not unique to women, it is them who receive the most disapproving of comments, especially with the adoption of Western cultures that seem to hold in high esteem smaller female body frames.
Now become, are you fitting into the definition of a Coca-Cola bottle?
Research shows that pressure to look like the slim catwalk model is now a global problem, leading some to extreme practices like starving themselves.
I'd eat in front of my mom, but then when they're all asleep, I'd go and vomit.
Choosing what clothes to wear often becomes a daunting task for such girls, further compounding their distress. Many tend to put on baggy clothes that are less showy to hide their insecurities.
If you're shopping and then the guys who are selling, hey, your size hatunanga, yo apana, yo ilisha, yo hakuna, yo nakwanga tu ile moja na imeshachukuliwa.
When it gets unbearable, some resort to hitting the gym, hoping to lessen the burden of shame. But even there, the problems persist.
I'd walk into a gym and at the second I'm walking in, all of the skinny girls with the size 8 or the guys with the muscle, they look at me and they're like, what are you doing here? And then I would get onto a treadmill and I would sprint and run and they'd be like, so how are you that size?
Unfortunately, when it comes to body shaming of this nature, it is family and friends who are the worst culprits.
Your relatives are like, hey, Kwani wewe, why are you eating so much? Do you want to look like a cow?
Although some of those who make diminishing comments against such girls believe that the negative comments would in some way lead the heavier girls to changing the way their bodies look, experts warn the practice more often than not has the reverse effect.
We are human beings, we have feelings, we get hurt, and we'll tend to internalize that. When we internalize that, we'll now maybe turn to food and start eating excessively. And now if someone comes to me and tells me, oh, you're overweight or you're eating too much, I'll be like, you know what, let me just turn to food as my friend. That one doesn't tell me I'm fat or anything.
A group of girls who share this common problem has now decided to take action by coming together to fight body shaming. Mid this year, they started a group More Than Beautiful KE to fight stigma faced by girls who are considered heavier.
We talk about fat shaming and talk about just self-love, body love, and just getting to a place where you're fine with your body, be you losing weight, be you gaining weight, be you like at whatever point of your weight.
The group, which started out small with only 2 girls, has now grown and has approximately 25 members who meet oftenly to encourage each other by sharing their stories.
I changed my meals because there's something my aunt actually told me, and she didn't tell me in a bad way because I noticed she also lost weight. She told me, you realize Africans eat a very heavy supper, and you're going to bed, where is it going? And that's why we're a bit big. So why try switching and see what will happen? I switched and it worked wonders.
In their own way, they shield each other from the emotional stress that has led many of them to despair and into depression.
We are all different, so we have to accept each other for the bodies we've been given. No one can have the perfect body. You'll always find someone saying, oh, this or that. So take what you're given, and if you're overweight, work on managing that way.
Fat shaming has caused an uproar in the society, with most women having to face harsh realities. One thing, however, your health should be the main reason you choose to maintain, lose or gain weight. Andrine Kilemi, Citizen TV.